That I could see, but that might also be a knee-jerk to some of the matchups he's had trouble with.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine says he thinks Zero Suit's like 6th or 7th.
That's rough. I don't know about that. Part of it depends on the few characters right now that are super fluctuating because people have really mixed opinions about them, including Mario and Ryu. Like, Mario and Ryu can be as high as, like, top 3 sometimes. Is this real? Alright. So what do you guys want to talk about?
This is more of the same.
Mars said shenanigans is what keeps her top 10. Yeah, but I think her shenanigans are what make her so good, though. Because a lot of her shenanigans are not like... It's not like the if you understand how this works, you can't die at all. Like, a lot of it is actual legitimate setups.
Yeah.
Even being a smart player against it, you still do well.
Yeah. And I feel like, especially just because, like, some of the added stuff, like, typically, you don't see shenanigans do very well in other fighting games. You know, you watch Street Fighter and, like, it definitely comes down to, like, a lot of, like, frame data and combo stuff. And this is, like, there's a lot of stuff that just ends up as, like, all right, catch you.
I mean, a lot of this is that a lot of the interaction, like, it's hard. I wouldn't, like, it's hard to try and compare this to, like, traditional fighters.
Oh, definitely.
Because, like, it's different in that traditional fighters, basically all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? The interactions are basically predefined. Like, they basically looked and said, it's all right, this is exactly what's going to happen when this hits this, or whatever it may be. So it's not like you don't really see weird stuff, like in Smash, like you see all the time, because there's so many characters and, like, just the way things interact is always so different.
Yeah.
Although, I know you play Street Fighter. You see the new Ibuki stuff?
Oh, that looks cool.
First of all, I'm trying to learn Street Fighter because that game is fun as hell, but I'm legitimately, like, terrible at it.
It is. There is a steep learning curve.
Because screw the barrier to entry of that game. It is it is not friendly to new players.
Oh, you think that's bad? There's some other ones that are even worse.
Like, oh, that's rough.
Oh man, you know what's a fun game to watch, but like I would kill myself instead of like even trying to learn it. It's Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct? I've never seen enough of it to want to say.
It's interesting, but
I want to learn Guilty Gear. Looks cool.
Guilty Gear is cool. I've played a good amount of it, but I'm pretty bad. A lot of like specific things that
I'm like bad at most stuff besides like shooters and Smash. I will really want to learn how to play a traditional fighter.
Like,
though.
That's actually how I started coming to this. Was just because like I loved watching both Street Fighter and Smash, and I was just like, I want to start coming out to like the local scene, and I started going to Street Fighter, and then eventually started coming to Smash, and I just like the community here way more. Even though like I enjoy the
is the Street Fighter community elitist? I get the feeling that they might.
No, they're just very, very blue collar.
Oh,
and like a little hood. What I say?
So what you're saying is that that the Smash community is the 1%. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, definitely a lot friendlier and a little younger demographic actually.
I would expect that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like here, like there's a lot of banter, and a lot of fun. Like there, I'm just like I have to be serious.
It moved.
That's funny.
He was going. He was going for the bumper to try and save him.
Yeah. That's funny. But no, there's like definitely there's a good amount of more trash talk definitely with Street Fighter. And so, if you're a new player, it definitely can scare you if you're not ready to rise to the challenge. That's for sure. But
trash talk's a thing. It's gonna happen with any.
Oh, of course.
It's a one-on-one thing. Everybody takes it personally. Oh well, we're going to why am I forgetting what this is called?
Kalos, this thing?
Yeah, Kalos, the champion thing. I didn't see what song is playing.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't hear it.
Me neither.
That'd be the champion theme because that is a really good song. It's not. I don't know what it is though. I can't hear it. I'm trying to listen. Oh, dragons!
I'm speechless.
Oh, dragon!
Oh man, I actually like taking my. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I remember when this game first came out. This is where I took my friends just to make them mad.
What?
I don't know why. My friends hated the stage.
Oh my
What is
god.
this game? Excuse me.
Anyway. Is it even worth
All right,
saying
this is going to 10 games at this rate.
Yeah, I bet.
The two of us might be here for a while. I could go take a nap in the meantime.
I want to see who's around. I
And
kind of want to
they'd
play.
still be
I kind of want to play friendlies. It looks like all the setups are taken.
You know, if you want, I wouldn't blame you, and you can go do that.
But I get upset when people do this. It's sort of it's a me thing, but first of all, I hate when people play a character that they have no intention of playing against anybody else in competitive.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, it's one thing. It's all right if you're gonna practice a character that you might use. That's different. I can use it against maybe some other people, but I get really upset when people just don't play their mains because whatever reason it may be. Whether it be for stuff like this, or like they're playing like Joe Schmo 69 Bayonetta sucks or whatever.
Neko is raging at Sinclair in the background. That is much more interesting. You're getting ding dongs
Oh
everywhere.
wow! I went for the sword combo. Oh boy!
Oh boy!
All right. What I need a chat topic.
Oh, they got the medal.
It's so dumb.
Help!
Two-hit combos in Smash. I don't mind the 50-50 ones. The ones I had problems with, the ones that were confirmed kills, and even that was like, all right, I guess. Depend on the setup. Like the only one I remember that made me a little upset was the Luigi one.
Yeah.
That was probably the only one I remember because it was like he got so much off of throws, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, you're just high enough to get down throw down B, and it's basically it's pretty much 100% guaranteed. That was probably the only one, and then hoo-ha, the original hoo-ha.
Yeah.
But even that wasn't like, I don't know, it was bad.
And I think that's like
It's bad. I'm not even gonna try and defend it. That one was pretty bad.
I think like the one thing that is like definitely different about this game in comparison to like traditional fighting games is like typically like a lot of the confirms are coming after like some very short combos. So and like a lot of times off of grabs and stuff like that. So it's just like it's like a very short string where like a lot of confirms in other games it's like like I've like increased his weight and things scale over time and
other
like
fighting games is weird because it's mostly like it's harder to define like the one stage that's a little bit different in Smash than compared to like other traditional fighters is like the off stage isn't as quite the same as like a corner game.
Yeah.
It's because when you're off stage or if you're at a disadvantage after a combo of some sort, that's a lot different than the other sort of things where it's like you might be put in a bad situation, but you generally have a decent amount of options to try and either win from that position or get back to neutral. Whereas in Smash, generally, I mean, it's kind of this. It's hard to say. To me, it just feels different, I guess. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, and then the confirms don't work the same way, obviously. It's like a lot of times it's like other traditional fighters like, oh, neutral to confirm. And then you go to confirm, you do a bunch of damage. It's like, okay. And then depending on which confirm you go for, either like harder to execute will do more damage, all those sorts of things. But this could also get me started on a game like Pokken, which I feel is retarded. Bad wording choice, but I can't really think of a better word to call it. I really don't like the game. It really does feel like a My First Fighter, which I guess is okay, because for what it is, I guess that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But dude, that is the most bread and butter of what a fighting game I guess could be.
This is so far looking like it might just be the 3-0, and yes it is.
All right, well at least I ended early.
Hey.
All right. But yeah, back to the whole 50-50 thing. I like 50-50s, didn't like straight up confirms. Yep. Unless it was like a 3-4 hit confirm.